there will be a major conflict in the Far East, regardless of who is president and which party controls Congress. Who or what is really steering the ship?
Over $1.3 billion.
Please take a moment to subscribe and follow the James Anthony Report. Doing so helps us reach more people and keeps this all going. The war in Ukraine has seemingly been a test case of sorts for the emergence of artificial intelligence on the battlefield. Cardboard drones being used for recon and ammo drops against the Russians, and developed by Australian company Sypack, admit that the design construction isn't much more complicated than an IKEA product, but is allegedly equipped with a military-grade guidance system. But this report isn't about that. It's also not about the more than $100 billion in aid from the United States for what is very similar to paper airplanes.
Made from simple cardboard and resembling an oversized model airplane, it glides into the darkening sky.
This report is also not about the Department of Defense initiative called Replicator, a program that within the next 18 to 24 months seeks to add to the American combat arsenal some $800 million worth of these cheap unmanned aerial drones. And while the Army has recently nominated 3 candidate systems for the Pentagon's Replicator program, scaling still remains an issue, which is odd considering the name of the program and its overall stated goal. This report is about none of this, and including the 2-year timeframe which places the deployment of this technology at right about the same time as the upcoming hot war with China, as noted by 4-star General of Air Mobility Command in the United States Air Force, Mike Minahan. Instead, this report is about raising questions. Questions about the foregone conclusion that there will be a major conflict in the Far East, regardless of who is president and which party controls Congress. Who or what is really steering the ship?
Over $1.3 billion.
And this report is about the Deputy Defense Secretary Kathleen Hicks.
The science is clear. As a nation and a department, we must do our part to mitigate climate change itself.
A Biden appointee, and her alarming comments about everything from Russian election interference.
Security will require some investment from us. It will require us to enforce rules that we believe in if we're going to protect our citizens.
To quote diversity in the military.
Commitment to restoring healthy civil-military dynamics and establishing regular order. And I would be proud to put another crack in the glass ceiling of the department I've spent most of my adult life serving.
To claims that the protests on January 6th have expanded the definition of extremism to include anyone who call themselves a patriot, and the calls to cast a wider surveillance net because of it. Lastly, this report is about the infiltration of wokeism into the developing world of artificial intelligence.
We are intentionally inclusive and intentionally diverse with the approaches that we take towards AI.
The next 2 years will be full of deep fakes, the likes of which you've never seen before. Intensified calls for average citizens to be locked up without due process, and the weaponization of AI. Not just militarily, but conciliatory as well. This is James Anthony, reporting.
How we can design for the 3%, we can then solve for the 97% at the same time.
Boy, do we at the James Anthony Report have something special for you. Just in time for the holidays, we're proud to bring you our newest sponsor, Primal Life Organics. Take that first step in getting your body right with these high-end, junk-free, and affordable paleo-friendly natural products. Dental detox kits, teeth whitening, brushes, moisturizers, lip balm, and so much more. All clean. And these guys even have a sample section if you're unsure. I can tell you personally how much this company helped me when I had my dental issues a few years back. The tooth powder really works. And the best part is, no toxins. Gentlemen, my wife uses the paleo-friendly, gluten-free, vegan blueberry serum, and let me tell you, there is something about the aroma. She laughs, but it's true. The scent is just amazing. If you don't know what to get for the holidays this year, here it is. The James Anthony Report has you covered. Just click the link in the description below or head on over to jamesanthonyreport.com/sponsors. We're bringing you the absolute best with Primal Life Organics.